You're welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make this gown. So we have the measurement already. So we start from the zip button allowance, which is 2.5. I'm using 2.5 for the button allowance. Now I have brought out I've run down the button allowance. Now we have the shoulder. The shoulder is 15. 15 divided by 2 is 7.5. So I mark it out. While the armhole measurement is 8.5. Now we have the armhole, but we are having an extended shoulder, which is kimono sleeve. So we need to measure out the shoulder from the center of the shoulder to 17. That is where the sleeve stops. To get the sleeve, which is okay, we are using 16 for it. So we mark it out. Then, but before we do that, we need to slant the shoulder, which is mark half inch here. Then you get from the neck of the floor stop at 4 inches. This is 4, where the neck will stop. Then from that 4, you mark it down to the slant at this edge, passing through this shoulder slanting. Anywhere it stops, you take it that way. So we are having the shoulder slant. Then at this part, we measure the round sleeve. Our round sleeve is 13. Divided by 2 is 6.5. Then you add allowance. This time I'm adding 1.5 inches, which is 8 inches. So we are done with that side. The depth of the neck, I'm using 10. Which I'll mark it out here. This is this front. Then we'll now go down to the measurement. From the shoulder to the upper bust, I have 6 inches. Then from the upper bust to the under bust, which is 10, how many inches? That is 9 inches. Then from under bust to waistline, which is 4 inches. Then from waistline to the full length is 28 inches. Plus 1 for the folding, which is 29. Let me mark out all the lines. So we have the upper bust, under bust, waistline, then the hip line. From under bust to 12, that is where you have the hip line for the person. So this is the hip line, 12 inches. So this time we find out the teeth to teeth, which is the nipple to nipple. That is where we are going to put the dart. Because if you check the style, they have under, that is the waist dart in it. So we find it out. We divide the waist, the bust by 6. Divide by 6 plus 1.5. We got 4.25. It was actually 4.3. So but I'm using 4.25 here. Now the dart. To get the dart, we find the breast point. Our breast point is 10.5. To mark it up. Then you now measure 1.5 from the 10.5. It's supposed to be that, but because her breast line is long, 9 inches, instead of 1.5, we use 2 inches. Then you now have 16. This is the under bust. You use the under bust. Then it ends at 20. So you draw out the dart line. Okay. Each side mark 1 inch at each, half inch at each part. But because her bust line is big, you can extend it to 3/4. This time I'm using 3/4 for it. I'm not using just half. But that half, I will take it down. I'm not going to end it at 20 because of that style that we are making. So mark out the 3/4 inch. Now let us start with the measurements. This time I'm not going to do bust because of the extended shoulder, like the kimono shoulder. So we start from the under bust. Our under bust measurement is 35. 35 divided by 4 will give you 8.75 plus 1.5 we give you 10.25 plus 2, that is 12.25. So mark out the 12.25. Then the waistline, which is the belly, or you can call it waist, is 37, which is 9.25 plus 1.5, which is 10.75 plus 2 inches, 12.75 to mark it. Then we'll now go down to the hip. Her hip is 44, which is 11 plus 1.5, which is 12.5 plus 2 inches, 14.5. Then you take it down. That 14.5, that is what you are taking to the down part. So we connect this to here. This one will go with this one. Then this goes down straight. They will now come down to the armpit where you have the armhole. You just connect from where the sleeve is down to the under bust. So this is the sleeve. Why? But if we check the up and it's fitted, if it's fitted the way it is fitted, we can still as well measure the bust, which is 10.25 plus 2 inches, which is 12.25, which is somewhere here at the bust point, 12.25, which is here. Then you connect from this is the middle of the bust. where the bust point is, and this is 12.25. So you use this to connect to this place. Then the same way you connect to under bust. So they are quite different. This one is when you want to make it fitted at the top, and this one is when you just want to make it kimono free at the top. So there are two different options you can always have. So now we have gotten the main body pattern for the style. So this is the front. We now talk of where to get that flounce at the side. Then if you check the video where you see that there is flay at the side part of it. And if you check where the video starts, it's lower than the waistline. So I lowered it with 2 inches from the waistline. Now I need to trim this, I need to mark this side out. So in order to get that flounce at the 2 sides, I need to trim this place out, make it slash and spread, and bring it back and attach it back to the main pattern. So let's go and do that. So this is what we have at the front now. So let's cut the back. So because we are going to mark out this side together with the back. Now I want to use the front to cut out the back direct. Then remember, I will still put the dart at the back. That this time we are removing the zip, the button allowance. So we just use it and cut it apart from the neck. So we cut out the neck, we make the depth of the back to be 2 inches. We just cut it directly. I want to trim it out together to get it the same way. But remember, mind you, when you are sewing the back, the dart line. So this is what we are going to do, the slash and spread now, and attach it to the main body pattern. So let's go and do the slash and spread. Now I'm using 2 inches to slash. Let me use we slit the lines. Now we have finished the slash, the slit. We have cut it off. We have cut it, but we cannot cut it out because we are leaving a hinge here in order to be able to spread it the way we want. But this time we are spreading with 3 inches because the owner does not want it to be too full. No, we are repeating this side. Now I have brought in the fabric. I want to do the slashing on top of the cloth directly. Now I have placed the pattern, the main body pattern. Placing the zip allowance. Then this is the one that I cut out from the side I want to slash. So let's place it and see how it's going to come out. So this is what we have gotten in this. So this one we are cutting is actually the 2 sides of the front. We'll still do the back one. Now the owner said that the 10 inches I use for the front is actually too down. He doesn't want her bust to show. So we'll now make it 9 inches. front part. When this will come back, the flounce will come out this way at the front. So let's cut the back. The same way, you will still join it at the back side, and you get the result. This is the zip allowance, and everything will come out very well. One thing I need to remind you, the dart, I did not cut it out here. The dart here at this back side will be ½ inch. Half in that, which is 1 inch. It will not be as big as the back side. So before you do, you need to remove ½ inch at the back side. ½ inch at this at the back, which is this. In order to make it fitted. So thank you. See you in my next video.